Hey guys, so it is Friday. Woohoo! Who knows when I'll get this uploaded for you. The kids and I just got back from walking the dogs and we are now...
Cold out there, Mama.
It's not cold, it's super warm. It's super warm. The kids and I are on our way to the gym and today is shoulder and glutes, which is my favorite workout, but I'm gonna try and record it, but my gym doesn't love recording. In fact, they say not to do it. So we'll see. I'll do my best, but yeah, we might go to the park. I kind of want to go to Whole Foods, so I figure I'll bring you guys along. Let's do it. I wonder if Daddy would like a cherry mocha.
A cherry mocha?
Seems really sweet. I don't think he'll like it, huh?
I hope tomorrow can you get me cherries? Because when I was a baby, I used to love them.
Do you want to try a special drink?
What is it going to be?
I can get you a drink without coffee in it. Do you want to try the cherry chocolate drink?
With no kid, with no grown-up stuff in it.
With no grown-up stuff. Does that sound good?
Maybe some water would help.
Do you just want water?
Yeah.
Just water? You don't want to try the drink?
Maybe maybe I want water.
Okay, I'll just get you water then. Good choice.
It would help me get my coffee.
Jesus, that guy almost hit my car. Crazy person.
He should see me.
Thank you for choosing Northampton Starbucks. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking. We're going to get started for you today.
Can I get a venti Americano with 2 pumps of sugar-free mocha iced, please?
Nice. Thank you.
Actually, can I also get an iced cherry mocha? And
Ooh, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we're all out of our cherry mocha, but I can make you a raspberry mocha.
sure. Is that super sweet?
Well, so the recipe calls for, you said a venti?
Yes.
So the recipe for a venti would call for 6 pumps of mocha and 6 pumps of raspberry. But
Holy cow.
Yeah. But if you want, we could cut it in half and do like 3 and 3.
Can I do 2 and 2 actually?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, 2 and 2 would be perfect.
This isn't Burger King, but you can have it your way.
I feel like we're that people at Starbucks, Riker, with crazy orders.
Happy Valentine?
No, but they had a snowman.
Snowman.
That's okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do they still have a reindeer one?
I doubt it. Christmas was a pretty long time ago.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow it would be Christmas. I can't wait for Santa to give me a cool present.
Oh, you better be good and not get in trouble like today.
Yeah.
My kids live for Starbucks cookies. That's so cute. All right. Cora gets the head. Riker gets the rest. And here's napkins. Cora, napkin. Hey guys, so back at you with the voiceover action. I like to start all of my workouts with cardio. I know some people don't like that, but I love it. So I start with a 20-minute warm-up. And then today's shoulder day, and so I've been switching from barbell to dumbbell shoulder presses, and so here I was going a little bit heavier than I like, or I'm sorry, not than I like, but I mean, I'm not doing a ton of reps with these, so I think I was using 20s and 25s for sets of 8 to 10, and those are going to be my heaviest sets for this movement. And I usually build up to that and do a total of 4 to 5 sets, and my reps kind of change throughout depending on the weight that I'm doing and how it feels. But with shoulders, definitely be careful. Next, we roll into, so these are like behind the body lateral raises. And I don't know why it looks like I'm swinging all over the place, because I swear it doesn't feel or look to me like I'm doing that. So I don't know if it's just the angle. But I'm going up to right at about shoulder height, and that little bit of going behind my body just helps with an extra stretch, and I really like it for some of the sets. You'll see later on I also do them in front of my body to change where the tension goes and how it feels, so I just like to switch it up a little bit and keep it fun. With these, I also like to stay on the lighter end and just do a ton of reps. So I'm talking like I think my lowest rep set is 15, and I have a drop set in here where I do 10, drop 10, drop 10, so it's a giant set of 30. So I think with that I started with 12.5 pounds, dropped to 10, dropped to 7.5, and it is straight up brutal. But I have seen so much development from these, and so I really like using them. But again, like, pay attention to where you are moving your body and pay attention to how things feel. Tweak it a little bit if you need to. Some days if I'm tight, if I lean forward a little bit, it helps. It really just comes down to paying attention and making a smart decision with how you're doing the movement. So just be mindful of that, especially with shoulders. They make me so nervous after having surgery. Rear delt flies. So I like these because it helps me stabilize, and a lot of times I will actually shift all of my weight to the toe of whatever like side I'm doing. So here I'm doing my left or my right side, so all my weight's in my right foot, and that helps me from swinging. And I have to do these very lightweight and keep it so that I have a lot of tension on it to feel it. Like if I have to take a break or anything between reps, I will lose the feeling there, and so those kind of make me crazy, but I'm seeing evidence that they're working, so they're worth it. Front dumbbell raises are another one that are hit or miss for me depending on how my shoulder is feeling that day, so I keep them light also and just do a ton of reps. You see here I'm turning it so that my palm is facing my body at the bottom of the movement, and then I turn it so my palm is facing the ground at the top of the movement, and that's just what works best for the way that I'm built. So again, just pay attention to what works for you. Now I didn't get to film all of my glute stuff, but these are my favorite. Let me tell you, they suck so good. I'm just using a 10-pound plate, and you can see I'm kind of curling my upper body, and that's taking everything off of my low back and putting it on my glutes. I do 4 sets of 20, and I don't need to use a heavier weight as long as I'm paying attention to that range of motion, because let me tell you, like, you don't need to go heavier. It hurts so fantastically, and you get the best booty pump. So I've been really enjoying adding these into my workout lately. So that's all I got for you. I'm about to start talking on the video anyways, so here you go. Hey guys! Okay, so it is Friday afternoon, and so I just finished my workout. So I got all my shoulder stuff for you guys, but I didn't really film the glute stuff because I get like grumpy when I work out my glutes because I really focus on the squeeze, and then it hurts so bad that I'm like, ugh, and then I'm just not even thinking about recording. But I feel like one of the most underrated glute exercises are those hyperextensions, and so there's different ways to do them, and depending on how you do it, it's either going to focus more on like your lower back or your hamstrings or your glutes. And so I don't know if you can tell from the angle I had to do it at, it was a little crowded off to the side of me, and then I'm always trying to be like slick with my camera, and so I apologize for the shitty angles, but you want to round your upper back when you're doing those hyperextensions, and then think about pressing your hips into the pad when you come up, and that'll help you focus on your glutes. And so like I used to do those with a 45-pound plate, and I didn't understand why I didn't really feel anything. And then when I started really focusing on having my back rounded, like if I'm wearing a hat, I'll hold on to the bill of my hat, and that helps me for some reason. But just really focusing on your butt and like pushing your hips into the pad on your way up. I only use a 10-pound plate, and today I had 4 sets of 20, and I mean, it's killer. Your butt will be dying. So beyond that, I did hip thrusts, which I do on the lying leg curl machine. Some girls can do hip thrusts super heavy and they like it that way, and it's useful for them. But for me, for my glutes, I feel it better if I'm doing high reps and lighter weight. And so I like to do it on the hip thrust machine. My hip flexors are just out of control, and so doing it with a bar, there's no way for it to be comfortable. And if I'm uncomfortable, I alter the movement. And so it does stink that using the hip thrust or the lying leg curl machine, I max out the weight, but it's more effective. And so I just do higher reps. And so that's where, like, don't just copy people's workouts. Figure out what works for you. Figure out the cues that make you think more about the muscle that you're using and that you want to be activating, and make your workout work for you. Don't just do what other people are doing and then hope that it's gonna work. So, you saw I had a lot of drop sets, and with shoulders, I definitely do not ego lift. I had to have a full labrum repair on my shoulder back in 2014, and so I don't mess around. But you'll see that with the lateral raises, I was swinging, well, not swinging, but I was letting my arms stretch behind me. And I saw that on Steve Cook's channel, and I started giving it a try, and I like the stretch that I get when I come down at the bottom, but just make sure you're controlling the movement. Don't like fling the weight around. And so, yeah. I don't think we're gonna run any errands. I kind of just want to go home. So that's it. I hope you guys had a good week. I am going to try and get this up this weekend. I'm tired. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Oh, and it's Flex Friday, so let's see. Oh, look at that.